Hi everyone, I wanted to take a moment to kind of go over with you how you can effectively use the Who's Up screen to really coach your staff and help them get better and grow. You can use this throughout the month or you can use it at evaluation time. I personally feel that both is critical because you can't correct the month if you only wait till the month is over to discuss it. So I'll give you an example of, one way that you would obviously use this in looking at this screen. Obviously, one of the biggest things to look at is the average time with an up. So the store, this is North Tampa store, for the month of July had 46 minutes average time with their customers. And when you look at the other people, these in pink obviously are the red flags because it shows anyone who is under that time frame. Obviously a couple of them are so close that they're really not that big of a difference, but the ones that stand out to me is like this one right here. Ed Killian shows only 24 minutes average time with his customers, but he had 122 ups, which is the second highest in the store. I would want to go to him as quickly as possible and coach him through that and help him realize, hey Ed, I'm not sure if you're aware, but you're only spending half the time with your clients as everyone else in the store, because that could help him get back on track and realize, I do know that Ed had just transferred to the North Tampa store from our Orlando market not too long before this, and so I think he was trying to rush through things to try to get up and going as quickly as possible rather than realizing, hey, spending time with my clients and engaging with my clients is actually going to help me even more because I'm going to have a bigger opportunity, number one, of closing them, and number two, of building the ticket. So that's a really big way there to coach someone. But I wanted to go over a example of a situation that happened with me so that if this happens with you at some point, you'll have an opportunity to help that person and hopefully to help change their mindset. So I had a salesperson who was from the North Tampa store who came to me and the beginning of August and basically was complaining that they felt that we were flooding the floor and they were not getting enough ups, and that they were only getting 2 ups a day, and that they had been out looking for another job because they just felt like they couldn't make the money here any longer. So the first thing I did, and that all of you guys should do, is sit down with that salesperson and go straight to the Who's Up screen. In going into the Who's Up, it's going to help you know the facts, because a lot of times a sales associate's mindset or their thought process, what they truly believe is, I only get 2 ups today, or I only got 2 ups today. But the up screen is right here in front of you, and it can't be argued because this is exactly what's clicked by each of your teammates to show exactly how many ups you are getting for the month. So I sat down. The sales associate was Matt Taylor, and so the first thing I did was we looked at his month prior, which would have been July, and I said, okay, Matt, so let's see exactly what we've got here. So, okay, you said you only get 2 ups a day and that you're not getting enough ups, but let's see. Here we've got Brian Baskerville with 146 ups for the month. We've got Craig Wilson with 111. We've got Ed Killian with 122. We have Jerome with 101. We have Stephen with 97. But, oh, look, Matt, you only had 45 ups for the month. What happened there? And so Matt immediately said, oh, well, let's don't look at July, because in July I was in the middle of moving and I wasn't working as much as I wanted to, so I don't really want to look at that month. So I said, okay, no problem. Let's go to the month before, which would be June. And he said, no, let's go back 2 months. Let's just go back 2 months. So I said, okay, no problem. Let's go back to May and take a look at what the May up count looked like for you. So I go in and I change the calendar dates from the beginning of May to the end of May. Clicked apply, and then we said, okay, let's look at May now. So again, looking at May, I said, okay, wow, Matt, look here. Brian had 135 ups. Craig Wilson had 117. Joel Bitto had 108. Jerome had 100. We had Stephen with 109. Sarah with 93. Oh, but look, Matt, you only had 68 ups. So tell me, Matt, during this month when all these other people were getting well over 100 ups for the month, how much were, what were you doing exactly in your downtime, or what were you doing with each up that would have caused you to have only gotten 68 ups compared to everybody else's over 100 in many cases? And of course, when showing that it was a very big eye-opener for him. He knew at that point he really couldn't argue it any longer. Doing something like that also shows them facts, hopefully to prevent them from going out and repeating on the sales floor to the rest of your staff, I'm only getting 2 ups, and continuing that negative mindset with the rest of the staff. Because again, this is facts right here, and this is the absolute best way to answer and overcome an objection like that with your team member, whether it be throughout the month or during an evaluation or whatever the time frame may be. Okay, so I hope that helps you. You obviously have tons of other opportunities that you can also review with this in addition to that, but this is definitely, I think, an eye-opener when you point out that to an associate. Okay, thanks again, and I hope this helped.